The Sunoco Busch Series comes here to Pikes Peak International Raceway for its next event in the series, and it is the
Never
Know-How 250. Yep, you got that right. And on the pole, how about a couple of drivers who have their best starts this season? Matthew Rodriguez will get the pole at 143.254 miles an hour. And on the outside will be Adam Chambers, coming off a very good top 5 finish at our last event at New Hampshire. In row number 2 will be Faith Johnson, and she was our winner at Daytona, Subway 250, and Gerald Dickman, our winner at Talladega. Row number 3 will be Matt Richards, another previous winner, won at Bristol. And Adam Fagel will be outside. He was the pole sitter at Chicagoland. Christina Cowan, our points leader, and Ralph Green make row number... Andre Castro and our points leader, Christina Cowan, will make row number 4. Ralph Green and Jason Vuong will make row number 5. Then Jack Richards and Hayden Klein in row 6. Row 7 will be Grace Freeman and Darnell Jones, our Kentucky winner. Then it'll be Celia Brewer, our winner at Martinsville, and Lena Savage, our winner at Milwaukee. Then it'll be Nick Knotts, Jacob Rodriguez, our Talladega pole sitter. Ken Johnson and Zed Weinstein will make row number 10. Row 11 will be Ann Batson, a 2-time winner, and Kelsey McEwen. Ed Gardner and Mike Doobie will make row number 12. Row 13 will be Diana Panic and Jeremy Doobie. Diana was our winner at California, and Jeremy actually, I do believe, won twice this year. And Jeremy Doobie won at Hickory. Keith Batson and Tim Freilich, our Richmond winner, make row number 14. Row 15 will be Trey Roberts and Christian Brannon. Juliet Leonard and Dougie Shears will make row 16. Juliet was our Nazareth winner. Dougie was our Chicagoland winner. Then Charles Jackson and Grace Gooden will make row number 17.
Start your engines.
Row 18 will be Casey Hutchinson and Courtney Winterbauer. Row 19 will be our Las Vegas winner, Dunn Laprad and Alexander Wilson Leach. Jordan Henster, our Darlington winner, and Emily Johnson, our South Boston winner, will make row number 20. And Tim Gardner, our most recent winner, who got his 3rd win of the season at New Hampshire, and our Daytona Biddies 300 pole sitter, Gabriella Bryan, will shotgun the field. So it'll be 25 laps right here at Pikes Peak. And it'll be the first time that Adam Chambers actually first time Matthew Rodriguez got the pole, and the best start for Adam Chambers. Obviously, he hasn't gotten the pole yet, but hey, you're on the outside of the front row. You can feel pretty good about that yourself. Adam Chambers had a very well-performed event, showing at our last event at Loudon, after struggling all season long. So it'll be 25 laps. We're going to go green flag racing, and here we go. Matthew Rodriguez, early jump on things. The Rodriguez brothers have started to turn a corner for the most part recently. Faith Johnson, our winner at Daytona, the second Daytona race, is now going to go for second. Adam Chambers is on the outside. Here comes Matt Richards, a couple of our previous winners, repeat winners. We're looking to repeat, compared to Adam Chambers, who's the only one and who has not won. I'll actually have Matthew Rodriguez. He has not won either. Good battling going on. I thought we saw some great congestive, actually, I shouldn't say great congestive racing, because it could be a bad situation if you see Jeremy Doobie, Mike Doobie, the Doobies and the Batsons all together. Family running all together right there. There's Kelsey McEwen right there with Tim Freilich alongside. There's Dougie Shears, Christian Brannon. Don Lapras starting to make a move to the inside. Tim Gardner, our most recent winner, is doing the same. They're still going 3 abreast. How about that? There are multiple 3 abreast racing going on here. Dougie Shears. And meanwhile, up front, it's still Matthew Rodriguez. Andre Castro's going to try to make a move to the inside of Adam Chambers, though, to go for the 4th spot. And he's going to do just that. Chambers starts to drop back a little. 70 of Ralph Green. Trey Roberts starting to make moves. Ed Weinstein right there too. There's Jeremy Doobie. Ann Batson, Dougie Shears. 3 abreast racing back here. With Courtney Winterbauer, Kelsey McEwen, and the rest of this team. And Matthew Rodriguez still leading, but there's only maybe a couple car lengths separating between him and Faith Johnson and Matt Richards. Then it's Andre Castro, Adam Chambers starting to drop back out of the top 5 as Ralph Green goes to the inside. There's Jack Richards, Gerald Ickmat, our Talladega winner. There's Grace Friedman, who came close. Celia Brewer, our winner at Martinsville. Adam Fiegel, Nick Knotts. There's our points leader, Christina Cowan. Jacob Rodriguez, who has been really consistent recently, got himself a pole at Talladega. He actually finished very solid in our last couple of events. And it's still Matthew Rodriguez leading, and still they're all basically bumper to bumper to bumper, three-way battle, and then a couple car lengths separating them from Andre Castro. Then Ralph Green, Jack Richards now passing Adam Chambers. Adam is just basically pinned on that outside. He's got nowhere to go. Jacob Rodriguez starting to march through the field too. There's Keith Batson, Darnell Jones, Trey Roberts. Ned Weinstein got some 3 abreast races going on here with Jeremy Doobie, Charles Jackson, and our most recent winner, Tim Gardner. Dougie Shears at the back of the pack, as well as Ann Batson. So far, so good. Really good racing going on here. A lot of bumper-to-bumper racing. Matthew Rodriguez currently holds his own. Adam Fiegel Andre Castro starting to make a little bit of ground on the number 3 guy, Matt Richards. And now, as we said before, Faith won at Daytona. Matt Richards won at Bristol, but he also won the Busch All-Stars at Charlotte. And it's still Matthew Rodriguez in the Copenhagen Olds number 14 AJ Foyt Cup car from 89 season. Adam Chambers still can't get down to the inside lane. He is basically getting passed by everybody you could possibly name of. Now Jacob Rodriguez is already on him, as well as Nick Knotts. He's almost out of the top 5. Fiegel's closed the gap, and same thing with Ralph Green. He's now in 5th. 6th is Jack Richards, as Grace Friedman, Celia Brewer, and now Nick Knotts has got himself in the top 10. Adam Chambers has fallen out of the top 10 because he has not been able to get any form of time to zip down to the inside. Tough break for Adam Chambers. Started to draw very strong on the lead, but has never been able to make any form of benefit out of it. 12 laps to go for Matthew Rodriguez. Excuse me. They're basically all bumper to bumper to bumper going on here. Nobody's really making any moves. Rodriguez is holding his line, though. He's very good in showings in the Cash GTX Cup. He's got himself a couple wins there, and he runs a lot of the series on tour. On different series, from the Cash GTX Cup to the Pepsi Racing Series to the Mountain Dew Racing Series. The list goes on and on. Faith Johnson, one of the Johnson sisters, holding her own. Matt Richards as well. He's doing a very good job. Then Andre Johnson. Ralph Green has closed the gap to get 5th. Now Jack Richards is following suit. Then Grace Friedman, Celia Brewer, Nick Knotts, and Jacob Rodriguez. Then it's Ken Johnson. Diana Panic's not going to pass Adam Chambers. Same thing with Keith Batson. Three abreast races going on here. Almost said Weinstein almost got into it with Lena Savage and Christian Brennan. And it's still Matthew Rodriguez leading. 8 laps to go. Actually, this time by it'll be 8 laps to go for Matthew Rodriguez. Nobody really making a move on those tracks where you can't make moves too spontaneously. More of like a human chess game than anything else. But how about now? Our top 6 are all bumper to bumper to bumper between Jack Richards and Matthew Rodriguez. Jeremy Doobie actually trails the field, ironically. There's Grace Freeman. Basically everything's still the same. Adam Chambers continuously starting to fall back. Ironically, it's not helping Christina Cowan or Hayden Klein that they're falling back as well. It's still Jacob Rodriguez. Now actually Matthew Rodriguez, the gap is now starting to close up between Jack Richards and Grace Freeman and Celia Brewers. They started to make up ground. So now, basically, your top 10 is almost getting together. With Jacob Rodriguez and Matthew Rodriguez basically trailing the field. So there's your top 5, then 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and Jacob Rodriguez running at the top 10. Then Ken Johnson starting to make it to 11th. 5 laps to go now. This time will be 4 laps to go for Matthew Rodriguez. Can Matthew get healthy day here for the Rodriguez brothers? Jacob has been very consistent. Jacob is right now in the top 10. Matthew's trying to get something under his sleeve. Faith Johnson, I don't think she wants that. Three laps to go for Matthew Rodriguez. Two to go for Matthew Rodriguez. Come down the back straightaway again. Nobody seemed to make a move, which is really interesting. White flag, 1 more lap to go. This time by for Matthew Rodriguez. 1 more lap to go. Can Matthew Rodriguez hold off the field, or will anybody try to make a move that will really catch everybody's attention? Because basically it's been wire to wire. Either on the inside lane or the outside lane. That's it. Matthew Rodriguez has had that. Coming out of turn number 3 and number 4, checker flag getting set to fly. Matthew Rodriguez is going to win here at Pikes Peak. The NAPA Know-How 252nd spot will go to Faith Johnson, then Matt Richards, Andre Castro, Ralph Green, Jack Richards, Grace Freeman, Celia Brewer, Nick Knotts, and Jacob Rodriguez running at the top 10. So if you're a Rodriguez brothers, it was a good day. Matthew wins and Jacob gets a top 10. Then Ken Johnson, Diana Panic, Keith Batson, Trey Roberts, Juliet Leonard, Casey Hutchinson, Dunlap, Brad Jordan Hetzer, Tim Gardner, and Adam Chambers, who started out on the outside, finishes in 20th. Then Emily Johnson, Gerald Ickmat, Alexander Wilson-Leach, Adam Fiegel, Christian Braden, Mike Doobie, Christina Cowan, Kelsey McEwen, Jason Vaughn, Hayden Klein, Courtney Winterbauer, Darnell Jones, Lena Savage, Ed Gardner, Gabriella Bryan, Tim Freilich, Zed Weinstein, Grace Gooden, Jeremy Doobie, Dougie Shears, and Batson, and Charles Jackson rounding out the field. But our winner here at Pikes Peak is Matthew Rodriguez, getting himself his first for the season. The Rodriguez brothers have a good day, and that will feel good for them. The next event we'll see coming up, but our points right now, Christina Cowan, a very haphazard performance, but Faith Johnson now takes the number 2 spot with that second place finish. Ralph Green is in third. Keith Batson now moves up to fourth. Hayden Klein, another abysmal finish, moves him from second down to fifth. Nick Knotts, Kelsey McEwen, Gerald Ickman, Julie Leonard, and Tim Gardner rounding out the top 10. Then Mike Doobie, Jordan Hetzer, Dougie Shears, Tim Freilich, Andre Castro, Alexander Wilson-Leach, Adam Fiegel, Emily Johnson, Jacob Rodriguez gets himself in the top 20, and Dardell Jones rounds out the field. Then Courtney Witterbauer and Ed Gardner. Jack Richards, Casey Hutchinson, Diana Panic, Gabriella Bryan, Matthew Rodriguez with that win gets him up to the 27th spot. Trey Roberts, Grace Friedman, Ann Batson, Celia Brewer, Ken Johnson, Grace Gooden, Lita Savage, Adam Chambers, Charles Jackson, Jeremy Doobie, Jason Vaughn, Don Laprad, Matt Richards, Christian Brannon, and Zed Weinstein, who's just having an abysmal year, will finish 42nd in the points currently. But our next event will be at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park, the Kroger 200 on the 2/3 mile short track, just like it ought to be. That'll be coming up next, but we got the Cup cars at Pocono before that.